spirit fans. We are out here in Woodland, California today. Just, checking out some energy. Mainly we're focusing today on the blessing of the space. And that is often, sometimes what we are called to do. But we're also going to just poke around a little bit, do a little walkthrough, check out the energy with some meters. Just to kind of validate, are there any logical reasons for things to feel a little bit weird here and there? Are there some spiritual reasons behind some of the feelings? Our original basically call-in was because the cats were feeling kind of funny about some stuff. One of the little meow meows unfortunately has since gone to the Rainbow Bridge. But the other kitty cat is still kicking and having a good time and doing a little bit better. But we want to make sure the energy is calm and peaceful and happy for both our human client and also the kitty cat. Because honestly, pets are family to us. That is a big deal for us here at Spirit, whether it's a living human, if it's a kid, if it's an elderly person, or if it's an animal, we want everybody in the home to feel at peace and feel balanced. So even if you need to call us in and say, hey, my dog's not happy, or hey, my cat's not happy, or the birds are acting weird, we're here to resolve any of those issues, because this is your castle. This is a place where you're supposed to feel at harmony and blissful and safe. So, I'd like to get that balance for our client. Very, very nice, client here. She has her friend with her, and so they're just hanging out,
Howdy.
Hello.
Hi.
We want to make sure that things are calm and copacetic here, and also our client is a sensitive, her friend is a sensitive, and as we know, and we've learned in the past, and also from personal experience, when you're gifted, every once in a while, you'll get some transient energy that might be attracted to you or wander through. Woodland does have a lot of history to it and a lot of vibe and energy. So, stuff can peek their head in once in a while. As long as we can just keep that balance and make sure that the energy around knows its place. Everyone can be in harmony. Nothing negative is permitted in this space. That's what we're going to kind of try to achieve with the blessing, and just make sure that things are on the right track for our client, so she can just enjoy her home. There are a few energies that I do kind of feel sort of in the background. I don't hear them very loudly yet. Honestly, so there's this woman that seems a little bit older. I don't know, maybe in her 70s. She's really got all this goddamn jewelry on. She's very cute though, sweet, spicy, spunky old lady, and she's got a lot of fire to her. I like her. I don't know what she's doing here, if she belongs to the property or if she belongs to one of them, but she's neat, and she seems like she's trying to help. Like she's a little bit of a busybody, maybe a little gossip on the side, But I like her. She seems neat. There's a much quieter older gentleman in the background. He doesn't have a lot to say to me at all yet, but I just feel like he's very protective. He doesn't feel negative. He doesn't feel harmful. Maybe 80s or older. My back hurts with him. My neck hurts with him. I think he saw combat at some point in his life. He's a little bit taller. He's wearing comfortable shoes. I got comfortable shoes on. That's a very interesting thing to bring to my attention. So he seems like a neat old guy. But he's very quiet right now. He's just kind of observing, if that makes sense. He's just observing the scene. He doesn't seem to have any problem just hanging out. I don't feel anything dark or negative at this time. So when I would do the walkthrough, I just want to feel the whole space and just make sure that there's nothing out of order. And clearly there's going to be animal spirit energy here as well. So maybe we can connect with that energy.
And did you feel that?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I know that. I just want to, but I want to let, it's weird with animal energy. They just kind of, especially with feline energy, they're a little aloof. They're like, well, I'm going to do this on my own terms.
In other words, they're cats.
Yes. Sounds about right.
Yeah.
It's, the imagery that I'm getting in my mind is jumping up on something and doing the biscuits. We're doing the biscuits. That's literally the vision I'm seeing is I'm getting the little biscuit action going on.
Oh yeah.
So that's very nice. So,
snappy.
so yeah, it's a pleasant sort of energy. So we'll just kind of walk the space. We'll figure out what's going on for our client, and you know, just make sure things are good here. We want things to stay good here, and ultimately empower our client to keep control of the energy in the space, especially being a little bit of a feeler of things. That's kind of our goal, and so we'll just poke around a little bit and see what happens.
All right, sounds good.
All right. So that's just like a storage closet, yeah?
It is,
Okay.
yes.
A laundry area.
Mm-hmm.
That's cute. Kind of like a little sun porch sort of
Oh,
thing
yeah.
going.
Yeah.
This is the kind of area I need for the cats. This
For
would be,
sure, right?
God, that'd
No.
I would love
It
it.
should be one of those catio things.
yeah, this would be great.
Yeah.
There's a different energy out here, a different lady, a totally different woman. She's a little heavy set. She's presenting in her 60s, but I think she died older. She's got a breathing or a lung problem. Hair up and maybe a little curly. And very sweet, very almost enabler type of energy. I don't know. Yeah, this may be somewhere like around land-based or around here. Like
She's
she's
very old homes around here.
Okay.
Yes.
because she's just like, oh, what can I help? Can I help? She's very nice, very nice, very sweet lady. Interesting. Am I gonna scare a cat?
No, she's probably in the closet.
Ah,
That's what she does. That's her spot. Yeah.
How does she even get in there?
Oh, she knows how to push the door. They're sliders. They're
Oh.
sliders. So
Oh my
she
God.
gets in the middle and she knows how to push them.
How am I
That's
supposed to pet you?
I know.
How vivid are your dreams?
It's kind of give and take. Lately, it seems to be more and more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's almost like there's sort of an awakening happening.
Yeah.
Is how I would like to describe it. Because I keep seeing like all these vivid flashes of color and settings. Like it seems very alive.
Yeah. I would say the last few weeks actually,
Hmm.
they've been a little more realistic than I would have
Okay.
liked.
Yeah, I think you might be going through a little bit of a spiritual opening
Okay.
to some
Interesting.
degree. So, did I send you my grounding and aura protection document? Because I think if I didn't, I better.
I believe you did.
Okay, good.
I'll double check that email.
I would start kind of digging into that part of it.
Okay.
okay.
Just because I want you to ground, I want you to center, I want you to,
Okay.
you know, learn how to clear yourself, put yourself in a safe bubble.
Okay.
Maybe you look at that tonight before you go to Disneyland because there's going to be a lot of energy.
Right.
So
Okay.
you're going to want your bubble on.
I'm trying to help her.
It's the sweaters.
The sweaters, yes.
Interesting. Yeah, don't feel anything inherently problematic. Just feels kind of like nerves and apprehension. There's this nervous energy, this apprehensive energy. Be careful for all the cute ones. Those are very cute. There's a squirrel.
Oh, look, the squirrel.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they're everywhere.
There's definitely this older male that just kind of keeps watching, like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Just very very protective vibration. Just making sure everything's being done right.
Is that the older gentleman you mentioned earlier?
Yeah, I think so.
And you said tall?
Tall-ish. I mean, everyone's taller than me.
That's true.
I'm like 5'6". I don't know
Yeah.
that. But yeah, he's taller than I am, and he just seems very protective. He's just kind of hanging out in the background. He's just like, all right, things are okay. Yeah, he does seem to have good orthotics. I don't know. He's something going. He just seems good with his footwear. He just seems protective of the space. And
Reminds me of my grandfather.
Well, I mean, if he does kind of have a feel or a vibe that reminds you of somebody, I mean, you know, I always tell people trust your first instinct.
Sure.
Trust what you hear in your heart. Because he does seem very protective and just like he wants to make sure everything's going good.
Yeah.
Is just seems like a very sensible, practical man. Very pragmatic,
Yes.
logical, brainy.
Well, very much so.
Yeah,
Oh,
is how I feel about him. He's like, he goes, what you're doing now is not something I am into. He goes, but I'm on the other side, so I kind of have to buy into it a little bit now, don't I? So he seems like a neat, just very stoic guy, but also very caring.
Yeah.
You know, like gotta be strong, but here, let me fix it for you.
Yes. That was totally him.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, nice that he's helping.
Yes.
I mean, yay. It's good to have help, you know,
Yeah.
from the other side. And these other women, I don't know who they are exactly, but they seem to mean well and be helpful, so
Interesting.
let them just do their job.
Okay.
They're just, I don't know if they came with the space or the land.
Yeah,
But they're very nice.
It totally could be. Like I said, these are really old houses around
Okay.
here. Very old. So yeah, it wouldn't surprise me.
Okay. I don't get the feeling like anybody tried to hurt you or hurt your animals. I'm not hearing that, especially from Grandpa's, what he's saying. He's been watching for a while.
Okay.
Is kind of how he's putting it. I don't feel like, I do think the cats can see them.
Okay.
That might startle them,
Okay.
you know, because
Yeah.
they're seeing stuff that they're not supposed to see.
Right.
And they're like, what the hell?
I'm confused.
But I think with the health condition issue that your kitty, I think that was just bad luck.
It's
Yeah.
organic. It was just happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think anything like anyone purposely caused it.
Good. Good to know.
It wasn't like
I never felt negative energy
Yeah.
in here. I have to say that. Like
That's
it's-
good.
It's I've never felt, and I've been here a long time.
Good,
And it's
okay.
never been negative for me. Not ever.
Just things started kind of feeling a little, you know, and I think the combination of why you started feeling a little, what's going on? One with the cats, obviously.
Yeah.
But I think your gifts or your abilities are starting to open a little more layer by layer. Maybe
Okay.
as you're clearing crappy people out
Oh,
and you're bringing better people into your life. I think that's what's causing this opening.
Yeah.
So,
And that is literally all the last couple of years.
okay.
A lot of negative.
And you contacted me about a year ago, so
Yes.
that
Yes.
makes a hell of a lot of sense. As you
Yes.
start to weed the garden and start to pluck out
Mm-hmm.
toxic people, old outdated beliefs, negative self-talk,
Okay.
all these things start getting plucked out,
Yeah.
suddenly your sensors are sharper and louder.
Okay.
So that in conjunction with, you know, cats being sensitive and open just in and of themselves,
Right.
that would explain the uptick, why they might notice and you might notice, you know, your grandpa's presence, maybe these sweet little old ladies that are trying to putz around and help. You might start noticing a little bit more of that just because of, you know, the phase of the journey you're on.
Right.
That's
okay.
that's the chapter you're on in the book.
Okay.
And so, again, definitely do that aura protection and grounding, because I
Okay.
think you're at that chapter where you need to start doing that
Okay.
before things go any further, because other things could start getting attracted to you. So making sure that, you know, as you go through this, and if you start noticing any additional activity that's unacceptable to, like the level's too much or the volume's too high,
Okay.
smudge the space. Set the boundary, say, you can't bother me while I'm sleeping, while I'm eating, while I'm showering, whatever. You start setting really specific lines in the sand with the other side,
Okay.
because as this starts, and same for you, and your own home as well, as you start peeling the layers back, set the boundaries in stone with them.
Okay.
They do not have the right to push your boundaries,
Okay.
even if they're the nice, friendly ones that are helping out. Sometimes I have to tell my loved ones and my dad on the other side, simmer down.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like, we don't need to have a party here.
Yeah.
You know, the volume doesn't need to be up to rock concert level energetically.
Right.
Background elevator music.
Yeah.
That's where we want it. Calm, peaceful, where you can breathe. That's where we want to keep it and leave it.
Yes.
So I think that based on what I'm feeling in the space, we can look through with a few meters just to make sure there's no hot spots. You know, maybe some areas that you sit frequently, maybe also around your bed where your kitty cat lays frequently. We want to check those areas to see if there's any errant EMF that doesn't belong.
Okay.
And then if we can kind of narrow it down, make sure there's nothing that you need to be worried about, nothing to be concerned over.
Okay.
Especially like if it's a man-made electrical issue, we want to let you know, like, hey, you could be baking your head in EMF. Let's not do that. And then we can bless the space.
Okay.
So
Sounds good.
I think that we'll break a couple meters out and figure
Yes.
this out.
Great.
Yeah. Souls that are very similar, because I see them as shadow and silhouette.
Yeah.
If there are two souls, strong males, important figures, but there's attributes of them that are a little bit of more of one or more of another,
Right.
I always see them as one big old auric blob and ball, but it literally can be two people standing together, and I'm not seeing the separation between them, and absolutely attributes of each of them for each of you could be stepping forward. It totally possible that. Thank you for validating that.
That was interesting.
I appreciate you. You see, I appreciate when I get the validation. So apparently we're getting both of them. So you both win the jackpot. And then off camera we also validated the energy of your grandmother.
Yeah.
Where she's busy making coffee and snacks. So that's why she didn't run forward as quickly, because she has this dignified, properness and manners and being sweet and kind about things.
Sure.
Very nifty little gal, but she's like, oh no. She let her husband step forward
Yes.
and be the spokesperson for the pair of them. But it seems like we have two males that are stepping forward that have that strength. Obviously, your grandfather's got that intelligent, very pragmatic nature.
Yeah.
For your side, besides obviously with him wanting the practical shoes, I get this feeling like just a skosh stubborn, a little set in his ways. Yeah. But he's
Got a
nice
temperature
and
hit
he
there.
means well. He's like, well, I know what I'm talking about, damn it. That's what I'm hearing from him. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my god, I have the chills.
So we get a 2 for 1.
That was the struggle with
Aw.
my dad and his brother with farming,
Oh geez.
because Grandpa wouldn't let go and retire and let the boys, take over the farming.
Yeah.
Because he's like, I'm still the boss and I'm still stubborn even though I'm 92 years
Oh,
old.
Jesus, okay.
And I can't work anymore, but I'm like, I know what I'm talking about, damn it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So I was like, oh my gosh.
So we've got a house full of dead people and relatives.
Yep. And you're getting hits on
What
there
is
too.
going on? So what is, yeah.
So okay, you want to explain the REM pod? Or-
Because it's not me. I'm not setting it off. So obviously you're hearing the temp sensor for one, but
Right.
this is the Mel-REM. It does basically 3 things. It does the temperature, so the spikes and the changes in temperature. It reads it out in Fahrenheit here. This is where it can register in milligauss, and right now we're not getting any milligauss, but it's basically any electromagnetic fields that cross it. It can be set off by actual electronic devices, but if it gets set off in an area where there's nothing, we ask questions, and I'm just gonna get that temp sensor out of the way. Then when you actually touch the antenna, meaning when that goes off, something is breaking that field.
Oh.
Oh wow.
So when I'm saying something and they're agreeing with me and it basically goes off, I'm not touching the antenna, they're touching the
It
antenna.
emits an electromagnetic field
Yeah.
itself, and if something breaks that field, any energy breaks that field, it'll set the alarm
Now,
off.
if
so-
you walk up to a refrigerator, and I've accidentally done this, and I apologize to everyone, I get excited. I was like, oh, I'm like, crap, there's a refrigerator there. It'll set it.
Or a microwave.
Yeah, and obviously I can set it off going this close
Right.
to it.
Yeah.
But I'm standing here talking to them, and it goes off by itself.
That's more interesting, yeah.
That's way more interesting.
Yeah.
For
So,
sure.
Thank you guys.
Yeah.
I just got a 6.1 spike.
Oh wow.
Thank you. Huh.
So does it mean like that
That's interesting.
area specific?
Well, just like an energy may have walked through the meter.
Okay.
Yeah, they literally like
That was
walk up
different.
to her, yeah.
Interesting.
Like, that was a 6.1. Like, did you like it when you were 61? Was that a favorite age of yours? Did you feel real good?
You're
Um,
6'1" tall.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, that could be. It could be a height thing. That's a pretty high random just random
Out of
like a
nowhere, yeah.
spike just to happen out of nowhere. So that kind of caught me off guard a little bit.
A
So
little bit.
interesting. So we'll walk around, we'll kind of poke around. Maybe some of those loved ones will step forward some more, maybe they won't. But I know that they're helpful and helping, so let them help.
I love it.
Let them do their job. They're doing a good job. Now, they're not hurting anybody.
No.
Well, that's really cool with all the...
And I need to fix the change the batteries. There.
Oh, yeah.
All the batteries died, so I need to change them.
Well, signature anyway. That's kind of cool. Alright, so if there's any energy that needs to interact, that's got to be coming from the refrigerator.
Oh, I'm sure. You got a 2.2 and I'm sure it's a solid, yep.
So yes, the refrigerator will set it off. But
Oh.
it's much higher next to the refrigerator.
Refrigerators give off EMF.
Now right here I'm back to 0, so we're good.
Yeah.
So it's not like blasting the house with EMF, which that's comforting.
Right.
I like that.
Well, kitchens give off EMF, we kind of know that.
But I know to be able to at least validate for her that
Yeah.
her devices aren't baking her
That's good.
in a small space.
Yeah,
Like,
I would
that's
want that, yeah.
super comforting.
Yes.
Have
All the
issues.
stuff baking the brain.
No, not so much.
Yeah, we don't need that. Just that temp sensor wants to go off, but that's pretty normal.
Yeah, and these rooms do vary and they, how did my video light go off?
Don't know. How about headaches? Do you get headaches?
Do I suffer from migraines?
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
I just got a really
Oh,
sharp, yeah, I agree with that. I got a really sharp pain in my head in here all of a sudden. It was like really piercing. I was like, ah.
Oh, interesting.
I
Yeah.
felt like stabbed in the head. So I was like, oh, that sounds like a headache.
I do. Yeah. I have to take a daily pill as a preventative. Yeah.
Yeah, I know the suffering.
Oh, it's terrible.
With migraines,
Yeah.
for sure. They're not okay
No.
by any means. Good. It's just too close.
yeah.
Yeah, right here should be safe. No EMF, no portal. Yay. Sometimes we can create our own portals with where we sleep. That, I think, is partially what I created, what I took a picture of years ago, is a mixture of how my grandma came in and out of the house and also my own kind of psychic energy portal.
Interesting.
So I should
What about like the closet area?
could try to test
That's
that.
where Audrey likes to. She's in there right now, most likely.
Huh.
That's her spot. I just want to make sure it's safe.
Yeah, no, I will. I can check that, and I just want to see if. Hey, you never know, I could get a portal in here, okay. But not a bad portal, but like a psychic portal.
Yeah, sorry, there's not a lot of room in here.
Meow meow. Geek geek geek. I want to snuggle you. You're gonna give in to my snuggles.
Yes.
Cats, they can't resist. What they really like is my cleansing kit. It smells like catnip, and there's no catnip in it, but I
Oh,
think
how
the
funny.
sweetgrass, maybe
Oh,
something
probably.
else.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I
they
love
get
that.
real into it.
Oh, how funny.
They're like, I'm keeping it. You can't have it back. No, it seems okay if you want to take a
Okay.
couple of baseline readings in
Yeah.
here. It's,
I mean,
I would like to maybe just to do a little tri-field on her pillow area,
Mm-hmm.
just to see if there's like any, intuitive dump onto the pillow area.
got it.
Otherwise, I feel pretty good about what I'm seeing.
Okay, sounds good. I'll bring the tier and the tri-field in here real quick.
Yeah, I think that would be ideal.
We're on the
Yeah.
credenza here. My photos. I'm getting a little bit of readings over these figurines here. Yeah. Kind of interesting. Is there anything electronic right here?
Just my little Scentsy thing. That's it. The candle warmer.
Oh, I think it's the candle. I can debunk that.
Yeah, because it's plugged in. It's got its.
But I'm right on it. It's not giving anything. I'm getting the readings over here.
Huh.
Yeah, other than that, it's
If you
just.
unplug it, will it make a difference?
No, it might register right now. If I go over it, that's really not really where it's coming from. It's these figurines. That's super.
Maybe
Yeah,
somebody
they're
in
giving off a
one of
little-
your dead like
They're giving off a little EMF there, so that's kind of interesting.
Interesting. Did you get anything on the other side over there? On the
Over
other side?
here?
Yeah.
Not sure that I even checked. Not as maybe some 2s and 3s.
Interesting.
That's weird.
There's something about these figurines that are really spiking. That's maybe they like them or something. Where are those from?
Hot Topic, the Amazon, wherever. I mean,
Oh, okay, yeah. So they're not like heirlooms or anything.
No, not
Okay,
at all.
gotcha. Interesting.
Nope.
Well, somebody seems to like them.
Somebody's fond of them.
Yeah.
It's weird the things that the other side will get into and like.
And you wanted me to check the bed with the tri-field. Really nothing on this side. Not really anything on this side. Let me try the other side if I can get in there. Yeah, something right here. Around this corner of the bed.
What corner did the one cat sleep on?
The Harry, the one that got passed.
Yeah.
He would sleep. Well, on sometimes there's a pile of clothes on that corner, but he would sleep here or just like at my feet.
Interesting.
Because
Well,
he's getting some
there's some
little
readings right there. Yeah.
readings at the end of the
She
bed.
loves to lay there as well. Because
Oh.
if I'm lazy, I'll put my clean laundry right there before I hang it up.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's a big bed, so it doesn't
Yeah.
really affect me. The two of them would love to sleep on top of it.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so
And
they
that's-
would enjoy
So,
that area.
so I'm
Yes.
getting 5 to 10 microtelsels on this side of the bed, nothing on that side of the bed. So it's
So
interesting.
your cats are leaving energy. Weird, but also cool.
Yeah.
Creepy, but cool.
And you know, it doesn't surprise me because animals are very
Nothing
intuitive
on the
as
mirror.
well,
Yeah.
and so they could be depositing their energy.
Okay.
Well, that's fine. I mean, it's validating.
Yeah. No, for sure. That's their spot.
Yeah, nothing on the tier.
That's good. Well, I mean, that's also comforting in a way.
Yes.
Sometimes no evidence, no news is good news.
Right. Oh, for sure.
I like that.
I do find the tri-field measurements right here on the corner of the bed interesting because it's going to 10 microtelsels. So
And
that's
that validates where both the deceased cat and the living cat
Yeah.
like to sleep.
absolutely.
So that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
It proves
Okay.
that
Whoa.
they're leaving their mark
Yeah.
in a spiritual sense
Very much.
on
so.
the bed.
And
Cool.
Yeah.
he would. There was a couple instances where he even peed on that side of the area.
Oh,
Oh.
geez.
So that,
He really left his energy.
things weren't clean and litter boxes. If I didn't stay on it, he'd be pissed.
He's like,
yeah.
Fine, on that spot.
I'm gonna do right here
On the spot.
on the clothes.
and I'm to be fair that there's also some very I know way too much about this because I've had cats with kidney things. The space is full of love and light and peace and healing. Home filled with tranquility, with love and light. Nothing negative may dwell in this home. Nothing harmful may be in this space. Only love and light and peace and healing are welcome in this home. This home is surrounded by a blanket of love, of light, and positive energy. Only healthy, positive, loving souls can be in this space. Only guardians, protectors, and permitted souls may dwell here. Nothing else may be in this space. This is a home of love and peace and tranquility. And only positive, loving, light energy may remain in this space. And nothing may be in this home that is not of the light, that is not of love. This is a space of peace and tranquility. Only positive energy may be here. No negativity, no anxious dreams, nothing that is heavy or toxic may be in this home. And only love and light and peace. If you are not of love, if you are not of light, you must leave this space immediately. This is a home only of peace and tranquility. Only light may dwell here, only love may dwell here. I ask that only the positive spirits or positive energy remain, and nothing else may come into this home. And what I typically do is take this out and draw a line right out on your driveway, basically draw a line in the sand and only positive energy
Okay.
can come in.
Yeah.
Don't get that leaf pile. Whatever you do. Feel better?
The sensation feels refreshed. I feel like a refreshing, uplifting vibration.
Spiritual Febreze.
Yeah, there you go. On to the next.
All right.